Made it. We're here for our first QSOTA Regis meeting. Oh, right. So before we kind of delve into it, I just wanted to give you guys a quick recap of what QSOTA actually is. I kind of feel like it was kind of something that Dr. Mayer really encouraged us to do, but no one ever really came and talked about QSOTA and what it is that we do and what we're trying to accomplish. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick intro into that. So as you can see, or as you might know, we're primarily about community service. That's definitely what we want to do. That's definitely how you're going to qualify for Dean's reimbursement. But a couple other things that I highlighted is just fellowship. We're also going to do some fundraising events. And then I think most importantly is the professional behaviors. That's really going to come into play. And part of that is bringing in guest speakers from the community to come and talk to us about different things in the OT world. So just wanted to go over that real quickly. And then I talked a little bit about this yesterday, but I just wanted to make it a point again that you no longer need to watch the Nebraska QSOTA meetings. You're obviously more than welcome to, but I think you'll find that they talk an awful lot about Nebraska things and they have really no relevance to us. So you only need to either attend our meetings live, which will be on Tuesdays, or you can watch the recording. And it'll still be the same setup. If you do watch it via recording, you'll have a whole week to watch it and send your attendance form back to us. Okay, so service events. I'm sure as you guys know, for qualifying for Dean's reimbursement includes doing at least 6 hours of a service event with QSOTA. So since we are just kind of starting off a little bit behind everybody, we are in obvious need for some service events. We do have a few ideas that we're going to explore, and Mandy's obviously got her contact set up with Adams Camp. But if you guys have any kind of idea or contact or anything, we would love to get your input on that. As we said, we only have a few out here that we know about, or that just between the three of us that we can contact. So if you guys have something, please let us know. And Mandy's kind of going to be the one in charge of all that. So anything that you have, kind of direct towards her. And just off the top of your heads, do you guys have any ideas of things that you want to do or know people?
I have a contact with the Colorado Special Olympics.
Oh, okay.
If that would be something, I can get you that email.
That would be really awesome.
That's something that was on the list too, of Special Olympics, because they do offer so many other volunteer opportunities, but it's only 6 hours, and the commitment sometimes they want you for a whole semester or for a whole season of if it's basketball or something like that. So it would just have
more
to be
tournaments and stuff like that.
Yeah, super easy.
So that would be a one-time.
Yeah. Okay, so you have those types of connections with that Special Olympics. Okay.
Yeah, because that would be really great. And since we are kind of behind already and we have to come up with 6 hours, we're hoping that, obviously we'll take any event that we could possibly get, but we're going to try and go for ones that are maybe 4 or 5 hours. So that way you're not having to do so many to play catch up. We can kind of just get one, a good one that has a big chunk of hours. So we're hoping that we could do something like that for Habitat for Humanity. But again, we kind of have to explore that a little bit and see what we can get. Yeah.
Is there anything we can do with what we did during, I don't know whatever that was,
Mhm.
the Regis camp?
Yeah. So we were going to look into that as well, just since we've already talked to them. And I know Cheryl, is that her name?
Sure.
Yeah. So she really wants us to become involved. I know, as you guys remember from the health fair that we did, obviously they have that again in the spring. So that can always be an option too. And that was a fair amount of hours too. So we also kind of want it to be things that you guys are interested in. We don't necessarily want it just to be something that's going to be a requirement for Dean's reimbursement. So that's why if you guys can help us pick and choose which ones you're more interested in, we would be really appreciative of that.
Also, Cheryl Sports has a ton of connections with service at, setting up our 9 health fair. She's got a list of 30, 40 sites available for volunteer opportunities. We just want to make it best and most beneficial for both places. So getting your guys' input, especially with a small group, would be the best thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not even just what connections you have, but if there's anything that you don't necessarily have connections with, but you're really interested in doing and getting something set up, definitely, we will take any ideas at all. So
Yes. And again, Mandy's kind of our go-to person. So any and all ideas that you have, send over to Mandy's way. Okay, and our next big thing, fundraising. So we need money for conference. We are trying to figure out if we can use the money that we raised from doing the REITs fundraiser for a conference. I'm kind of getting dual answers. So I actually don't even know if we'll be able to use that money towards conference. It doesn't sound like we will. So if that's the case, I mean, we're basically at $0. So we need to come up with some money fast. So I know Nebraska, they're kind of doing a silent auction and a garage sale, and obviously they do all their concessions. I don't really know how much concessions would really be an option at Regis, but it's kind of worth looking into. And then I don't know what your guys' thoughts are about doing a silent auction or a garage sale, or if you guys have other ideas for fundraising. But we definitely need to do something fast. So a garage sale would be just a really easy, quick way to get some money together. So I don't know how you guys feel about that, if that's something you want to explore, or if you want to think of other options. What do you guys think?
Are you guys big into fundraising?
I know, I feel like we're missing Ashley. She's like
Yeah.
she's like our cheerleader fundraising girl. So we can definitely.
So it overlaps a lot. So I'm not sure. Because we're planning on doing like a fundraiser semester as
Okay.
class.
Okay.
But I don't know if we can't use that money for conference or if it's some sort of entirely different, like fundraising for two different groups.
Yeah.
With only 19 people, it's gonna be really hard.
It is really hard.
So I don't know if it's possible to combine them and then use it for both kind of thing, or if they are really.
The thing that we're planning is an event. It's
Right.
not like
That's true.
selling stuff.
Selling
it's
stuff, so it
not-
could be different. Yeah.
But we
Right.
did think about like incorporating a silent auction into it.
Okay.
So we don't want to double up, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And again, like,
it's hard. I don't want to
yeah,
subject people to so much fundraising. either.
absolutely.
Right.
No, and again, like a silent auction and garage sale, those are examples that like Nebraska's doing.
Yeah.
So by no means does that mean like we have to do that. I just thought, I definitely think a garage sale at the very least is like a very quick and easy way to like just get some stuff together and make a little bit of cash. But yeah, we will have to explore that a little
Yeah.
further, I guess. I know our advisor's talking with Dr. Mayer about it because she wanted to get clarification about it. So hopefully we can find out soon what that is, because you're right. I mean, for just having such a small class.
Right. I mean, when it gets up, Regis in 5 years, and they have 60
Yeah, they have
people
bigger
and,
people.
or
or more
doing
people.
fundraisers all over the place. That's an
Yeah.
option, but
Yeah, for us. So,
now, it's
yeah.
getting small, and so it means we can combine it.
Yeah, I know.
That fundraiser that we're
Yeah, like maybe
With
if we
everything
host
or-
the event as a class, but then QSOTA puts on the silent auction.
Yeah, that could be
Yeah,
actually
I
a
think
really great
That might be a
idea.
bad
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, especially if I think as long as they're, you have two separate channels of where the money's going, like
Right.
whatever the class does for the event that you guys are coming up with, but then the silent auction is strictly for QSOTA. So that could be a really good idea.
I
And
kind of like that.
it kind of hits two birds with one stone.
Right.
Absolutely.
You're asking
And
everybody
we can like make it a bigger deal than with if QSOTA focus on that.
Yeah.
Silent auction or raffle or whatever.
Yeah, that's actually a really great idea. Do you guys have an idea of when you're doing that event?
It's
somewhere
Friday
in April.
So I guess we're thinking about doing
Okay.
a Top Golf tournament.
Oh, okay.
So the event would be at Top Golf. It's like you pay for your ticket and then you get food. There's a food bar. And you can upgrade for alcohol bar, and then everyone gets scored, and then there's prizes given at the end.
Okay.
And we're thinking about March. Hopefully,
Hopefully March.
If-
Okay.
if Top Golf is willing,
To do it. Okay.
if they have an opening. So,
Yeah. No, I think that would be a great idea.
that'd be a great timing. too,
Yeah,
right before
especially,
conference.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then
So,
market it a little bit harder too.
Yeah.
With a nice silent auction.
yeah, absolutely. All right, we will have to discuss that further. That's great though. And so again, any ideas that you guys have for fundraising, just let us know. We're more than
Another thing
happy.
we kind of touched on, it's a little cliche, but possibly doing a bake sale. We could even see if we could set up somewhere on Regis, like maybe outside of the student center, and just like sell baked goods and try to make a little bit of extra money. So if anyone's interested in that.
Do like a cakewalk. Have you guys ever done one of those?
Yeah,
Those are kind of more interactive instead of just like buying and selling.
I know.
Baked goods. Those are fun.
I know. Yeah, I'm open to do anything. We're just on such a big time crunch too, that's just also going to factor into it. But okay, so AOTA conference. I know you guys all know that they sent out the group discount code. So right now it stands that you're going to get 10% off, and then as long as they get 50 people or more to sign up using that code, then you'll get the extra 10% off. So Caitlin sent out an email kind of clarifying, if you go online and you buy your tickets, it's only going to give you the 10% discount. You'll kind of get reimbursed for the extra 10% after the 50 people sign up. So just if you're buying the tickets and you put that in and you don't, you're like, hey, that's not 20% off. That's what's happening. They're also unsure if that discount applies to just a single day pass or if it applies only for the entire conference pass. They're kind of getting back to us about it. They still don't know. So sorry, don't have more information on that. But just from who's here, who's actually planning on attending conference? Okay. Undecided?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we were on the actual AOTA website, they have discounts for certain hotel rooms, which I don't know if you guys have looked into, but are already pricey. So we were all just thinking that since we're such a small group going, we could maybe just split like 1 or 2 hotel rooms, depending on how expensive they are. So if you guys are interested, let us know, because I would like to save as much money as I humanly possibly can. And I have no problem sleeping on a hotel room floor. And then, oh, sorry, Mandy.
I checked today, because I got an email from AOTA saying about the hotel rooms, and there's a specific hotel that says recommended for students rather than the headquarters hotel, which the conference is held. So it's like $100 cheaper than most other hotels. So, and it'd be cool to maybe work with students if they are there too.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
it wouldn't be difficult if you guys were cool with that. That would be an opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, Mandy. And then Caitlin, who is like the AOTA liaison between Creighton and AOTA, she set up this Google Doc. It's just like a frequently asked questions. So everybody basically just puts their questions and she checks it pretty much weekly. So I just attached that link for you guys just so you can go on and check it. There's a lot of questions that are already posted, and I'm sure some of them might overlap with your questions. So just another resource for you to look at. Okay, and then kind of last big thing is guest speakers. So like I was saying, that's kind of tied into like our professional behavior. And this is, I think, the really fun aspect too about QSOTA is having people come in and talk to us. So we're kind of looking for people to come to our next 2 meetings. So one in February and one in March. And the best thing about this is that they don't need to be here live. We can, obviously Tuesdays at 5 is probably not a great time for most professionals. So as long as we just give them enough heads up in advance, we can just kind of submit like pre-questions that we have and they can do a recording and send it to us and we can play it here at the meeting. So again, if you guys have any good contacts of people who just want to talk about OT, we're really interested. We're kind of, some topics we were thinking about is like someone who would do like a hiring of OTs. So Julie knows the person at Children's Hospital who we all just submitted our clinical applications, if you did or not. And so we were going to talk to her maybe and see if she would want to come in and just talk about like, what should you put on your resume? What's the interview like? What are you looking for in candidates? Like just things like that I think we all probably want to know. Other ideas, we were just thinking about people who do specialized therapy. They do music therapy, art therapy, aquatic therapy, hippotherapy, anything like that, if you guys know anyone like that. And then Brittany also has a really good contact for a PT who does kinesio taping, which is kind of like a big trend in OT right now. So we thought we could also maybe have them come and talk to us about kinesio taping. But again, if you guys know anyone really great that wants to come in or do a recording, we're happy to accept anyone.
Or also like what out of these lists or anything else you can think of is, you know, of most interest to you, because we only have so many meetings and we want to make sure we're not bringing in people that you don't really care about either. We want to touch on things that everyone's interested in. So if there's something that sticks out and you're definitely like, that, I want to see that person here, then let us know and we'll try to get them in.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll send out a survey of what we have, and then we'll have an additional other to take in your own responses, and you can make it maybe, and then we'll try and take that list out.
I called Paul yesterday.
Oh, you did?
She's like a little bit hard to get in touch with sometimes.
Okay.
/ she'll take a really long
Time to get back. Okay.
So I left her a voicemail, but I'm gonna email her too. Like I'm gonna try and get her on every portal that she uses.
Yeah.
So I would assume for her it's probably gonna be more of like the March.
The March meeting.
Yeah.
And that's totally fine. And I didn't mean to put you on the spot with your contact. I was just using her as an example. But we just thought like anyone that kind of does the hiring process, obviously she's geared at Children's Hospital, so she obviously deals with pediatrics, but if there's an adult person that you guys know that works in an adult facility that we can talk to, we're obviously more than willing to do that as well.
If we like know someone that could potentially be interested, should we like pass their email to you, or do you want us to like contact them and ask, or how would that work?
I guess it depends on the person. Like if you know them really well, you could probably talk to them, but I think I would prefer if I contacted them, just since someone from QSOTA would be reaching out. It might just make it easier too, because then you don't have to be like the middle person, kind of in between. And then I forgot to mention, they don't have to be OTs either. I think I said Brittany's friend's a PT. We learn a lot about interdisciplinary and interprofessionalism. So we are totally on board with taking on whoever wants to come in and talk to us. And I don't really want to like hear your little brother talk about like the cool video game he's playing, but something a little relevant to OT.
I have 2 contacts that are OTs that just specialize in feeding therapy. I
Okay.
don't know if that would be.
No, that's great. That's fine with me. So yeah, definitely. But yeah, and so any ideas that you guys can think of, you can send them to me primarily, or Brittany or Mandy. It doesn't really matter. One of us will figure it out. The password for this meeting, which you guys don't need to worry about, but for everybody else that's watching it online, is Colorado. And our next meeting is going to be February 23rd at 5. And this is my favorite picture ever. I can't claim credit for it. The Secretary of Nebraska put it on her email, but I still love it. But no. Yeah, do you guys have questions at all or anything before we?
Good job. Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you. And thanks again for showing up.